So yesterday on my bike ride, I was noticing that there was a noise coming from my bottom bracket. So it means the ball bearings are probably not around anymore and they're starting to grind. So it's time for a replacement. Gloves are recommended for this kind of work. So the tools you need for this job are a bottom bracket removal tool, something like this that fits into the grooves in the bottom bracket and the cup on the bottom bracket that holds it in. Just fits nicely into the grooves like that. You also need a 14mm socket wrench to take the bolts that hold the crank arms on. This is the crank arm removal tool that also has a 14mm socket wrench built in. An adjustable wrench in order to turn the crank arm removal tool and the bottom bracket removal tool, as well as a screwdriver, just to pop off the caps that are on top of the bolts. Pop off the cap first. You have to take off the nut first before you pull off the crank. You have to use the bottom bracket remover. The tool looks like this, and that just screws right in here. You take your wrench, now let's see if this bottom bracket's the same size as the old one. No, I think it's just about a millimeter too long. Well, I'm still going to take it off using this bottom bracket remover tool. Slip that in. And I can just put the one that's too big on for now until I can find a replacement for the one that's broken. The side that pulls out the rest of the bottom bracket is different because you have to turn tightening in order to take it off. So turning clockwise, it pulls out. Okay, see, one's 22mm, the other's a 23mm. Nice and clear. It just goes in like this. Boom. And then it turns, of course, now it turns, in order to tighten, you have to turn it counterclockwise. So everything now is just in reverse order. I'm going to take the cup off the old one, put it in the other side. I'll use the bottom bracket tool to tighten all the way. Putting the crank arms back on. It's pretty simple. It's just fit it on like that. Take the bolt, screw it back in. 14mm socket, and keep going. So that's it. Really not much to it. I've got to, the whole job took about 15-20 minutes. So now I'm just going to have to go to the bike store and replace that 123mm that I've just installed with the new 122mm. But I'm going to go bike to the bike store right now and pick up one.